Hello!
Hi!
This is DunnVlogging, and she said hi a bit early this time, but that's okay. This is Katelyn.
Hi!
She said hi again. And today we're doing another vlog, and this one is on the annoying things that teachers do.
We'd like to do a disclaimer before this video saying that we really do like mostly all of our teachers.
Yeah, if you're a teacher and for some reason you're watching this, then don't be offended. We're probably not trying to offend you. So yeah, just keep that in mind.
I mean, you probably have a list of annoying things students do too.
Almost certainly. It's probably pretty big. Probably bigger than this. Anyway, alright, let's get started. So, first off, in this randomly ordered list, there's assigning homework over the breaks. And that was just first up because, you know, it's a break now. And we have homework. Yeah.
Probably not gonna do it. Probably am going to regret not doing it.
Not gonna do it until like the last 24 hours.
It happens.
All the time. Next, there's like not putting the final grades in after you do them, or at least not doing it soon, which is like, we want to know how we did.
It stresses me out over break, and it's like, what if I didn't pass biology? Because even though I took my final a week before I was supposed to, it's still not in, and I don't know if I'm gonna pass that class at all.
Yeah, it's just really stressful. Next, there's the, can I please use the restroom? I don't know, can you? Response. And it's like, that's why do you do that? I mean, I know it's a respect thing, but nobody really cares about respect anymore.
Just let me go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and then there's scolding the whole class for something that one person or one group of people did, which is just kind of unfair. Like, I mean, I kind of understand it, because you're trying to get, like, peer pressure or something, make them not want to do that again because they feel bad.
One of my lit teachers did that, and we were having like a small group, like group discussions in small groups, and she didn't like what we were discussing, so she like brought the entire class together and like called out our discussion.
Wow.
It was very passive aggressive.
Alrighty then. Next up, about the next two are for substitute teachers. The first one is when they just like start like giving you stories. Like
their life story.
Nobody really cares.
You're a sub.
Yeah, I mean, you're there to give us work and make sure that we're not like, I don't know, punching each other.
Please don't tell us things about yourself.
Don't really care. And then the next thing is, they don't know, like substitute teachers try to pretend like they know what they're teaching, but they don't.
Like, we appreciate you trying to understand what you're teaching, but if you really don't know, like, don't try to pretend you do, because it's just painful for everyone.
Yeah, we can tell, basically, all the time, because we have a teacher who actually knows what they're doing. Yep. Hopefully. Otherwise, the whole year is... Okay, next thing. When teachers, like, assign papers or something without having guidelines, which is just, like, I don't know what to do. Like,
I need instructions. Tell me what you want, otherwise I'm just gonna be confused and cry and be a puddle of sadness.
What happened? You're just so sad.
Well, my ice cream was being eaten by me, and then I dropped it. Now it's on the ground, and it looks like a puddle of sadness.
Yeah, and it's just really nice to know what you have to do.
Like,
the minimum,
specifically.
Or at least the bare minimum to get something that you want. Okay, next one. This is probably a bias for me because I'm late every now and then. But when they get angry at you for being late, and it's like, I kind of understand it, but it seems like they shouldn't care if they're not actually teaching.
I understand if I'm like 20 minutes late, but if I'm like 2 minutes late, just calm down.
Yeah, it's like you're probably not doing much important stuff that early in the class. Unless you're certain teachers. That will not be named. Okay, next thing is teachers assume like if you have like a series of classes,
specifically with math teachers.
Like with math teachers, that the previous teachers should have taught you something, and the current teacher expects you to know it, but you don't because the previous teacher didn't teach you that.
Or even if you like don't remember and they expect you to know it.
Yeah, and they don't like review it or anything,
and
that's
you're just confused.
It's really annoying because you have no idea what's going on. All right, and then next thing is teachers teach something, and then like everybody fails the test because they didn't teach it right or something. But the teacher doesn't like stop to try and help it.
Yeah.
They
like,
just move
when
on.
the class average on a test is like a 50%, you should reteach, review some stuff.
Yeah, or like set up help programs or something. But not just move on or complain about we didn't do it right and it's our fault. Because if everybody failed, it's probably not our fault.
Yeah.
The next thing is one of the worst things you can do. It's monotone voices when you're doing a lecture. Because it just makes you not want to listen at all.
Also, like on the opposite side of that, like overzealous expression.
Yeah, yeah, just trying to be way too excited about
Like
it.
I had one teacher who talked like a whale the entire class, and it was just too much to handle.
And then there's like, this is with like math or or chemistry or biology or whatever. But like assigning problems, and you think you only have like 4 problems for the whole night. And then all the problems have 13 parts.
Yeah.
And it's just
too much.
yeah.
Too much.
Or at least like tell us that before we
So we
start
can
on
plan,
it.
you know?
Yeah, before we do it at midnight,
Yeah.
thinking that we don't have much to do. Okay.
Help us plan.
Next is making you do group work. Like
I hate group work.
yeah, if I don't want to work, not everybody works in groups, and like they say that you'll always be working in groups in the real world, but not necessarily.
And also in the real world, I'll get paid for working.
Yeah,
in
you'll get
groups.
paid for working in groups, which would make it
And
more
it's
tolerable.
just- no matter how you put a group project, one person always ends up doing the majority of the work and carrying the entire group, and then you just get the same grade anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Next thing is like if you put in an essay or something, hand in an essay, then the teacher will grade on a personal bias, which is just really dumb because that means like that whatever you do, like even if you try to do really, really well, somebody else will still get a really good grade and you might not get a really good grade. And actually, a funny story. So one of my teachers, one of my friends was asked to annotate an article, and he did so. And then one of my other friends, his friend also, didn't do it, so he had to copy the first one's work. And so they had the exact same annotations, but one of them got a lower grade than the other. So
And it's not like we're oblivious to your personal biases. Like we know.
yeah. See, I'm lucky. I'm lucky because teachers usually end up liking me. So woohoo.
But we know who you don't like. It's kind of obvious.
Yeah. All right. So next thing, there are no, like, if a teacher says there are no wrong answers, and then at some point you say an answer or you give an answer, and she's like, no, that's not right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot me down.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Then this one isn't necessarily related to teachers themselves, but if you have like no internet at the school, which is just why, because internet is very useful. Like,
Very like not even for like checking social media or like texting your friends, but
yeah,
like,
you can like write an essay or something.
yeah, like or like checking like Schoology to figure out your assignment or
Yeah.
checking Power School. Like it's useful for things besides just the like social media aspect.
The likelihood that we're gonna be like watching porn or something on school Wi-Fi is not very high.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
You have to be kind of a stupid person to
Yeah.
do that in the first place.
Okay. And then there's like when a teacher gives you an assignment that you have to do but isn't graded.
Oh my god, it's for your educational benefit.
Yeah,
kids.
it's just busy work because it doesn't even like it doesn't help really. I mean, it might help, but we
Yeah.
don't want to do it,
No,
so
and
we're not going to learn.
And then like going along with that, like you're here to learn, not to get a good grade. We're definitely
Yeah.
here to get a good grade.
That's the
so
whole
we
point.
can get into college, so we can get more good grades, so we can get a degree and do something with our lives.
Hooray!
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
If honestly, if school like didn't matter, I'm pretty sure a lot of us wouldn't come on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like just the like blatantly sad truth, like school for a bunch of people is getting a good grade.
Yes, for almost everybody, especially here.
Yeah.
All right. Next, there is if you finished all your work in a class and you decide that you have nothing better to do, so
And
you
there's
might
nothing
as well,
else to do.
Yeah, nothing else
Yeah.
to do. So you might as well work on homework for another class. And then the teacher says that, why would you do that? That's a horrible thing. And like either
They take it away.
yeah, take it away or just don't let you work
It's
on
like
it.
you're trying to be a productive human and your
Yeah.
teacher's just like, nope.
You can't do that. It's not for my class.
Nope.
So. And then there's like when a teacher will lick their fingers to pass out papers. Why do you need to do that? Like here, I have post-it notes right here. See, I haven't licked my finger recently, so I can just sort of. Well, with this part, I can do that without licking my fingers.
It's
So-
it's like I don't lick your papers. Why do you need to lick my papers?
Yeah. Okay.
No one wants your DNA.
Yeah, really. And then there's slow grading on papers. This is like with the finals thing. Just not grading a paper
Yeah.
very quickly.
Like if we do our work on time, you should grade it in a reasonable amount of time. Like I understand if it's like a 5-page paper and you have 100 of them to grade, like
Yeah.
you have like time for that. But like if we're doing our assignments on time, please grade them. I mean, it just adds more stress for us.
Hmm. And yeah, it's just yeah.
Okay, so technology struggles.
Yeah, so there seems to be a common problem shared by almost all teachers for some reason.
Well, like, let's preface this. We have a lot of technology at our school, so we have, like, document cameras and projectors and, like, everything, and, like, iPads and all this stuff. And,
Chromebooks.
yeah, and our teachers, like, most of them, always have some sort of issue getting the projector to work
Yeah,
or getting
like,
the document camera to work.
almost every
and
day.
It's just, like, you use this almost on a daily basis. You should get it figured out.
Mhm. And then there's like when they're like playing a YouTube video or something, or just any kind of video. I hate when the teacher like leaves the mouse cursor on the video.
So then all the like little sidebar things.
Yeah, the
are still
sidebars are
up.
still there. The time frame thing is still there. The mouse is there. It's just really annoying.
I don't like it.
And then you have to bug the teacher about moving it, and then
Or subtitles on movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like turning them on or putting them off. It's just a struggle.
Yeah.
And then when like the teacher makes a student do it, and the student's like,
And then there is you don't like when a teacher says you don't need to know this, it won't be on the test, and then it's on the test. And this happens more than you would like a lot
Like-
of the time. Okay. And then a big problem that I have, and Katelyn has too, is when like a teacher forces you to take notes on something.
yeah,
Because I don't need to I don't learn like that. That's not how I learn.
I don't
learn,
like taking notes.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
I never
And-
use my notes. I never go back and read them.
Yeah, like honestly, the best way is just to give out the old tests. I think that works better than making.
No, I don't
notes.
want to take notes.
Yeah. Then there's banning hats in the classroom, which I mean I don't wear hats, but still, especially
It's-
don't wear multiple.
People
ones.
who do wear hats and the teachers are like, take them off. It's disrespectful. Like, why is it disrespectful?
Yeah. Like,
Why?
It shouldn't matter, right?
In most cultures, wearing a hat is, or like covering your head is like a sign of respect.
Yeah.
Why can we not wear hats?
I mean,
It doesn't make sense.
I'm okay with it if you have to take your hat off while doing like the pledge or something, but
like, I don't.
yeah. Anywhere else it doesn't make sense.
Well, and like for me as a girl, like if I take the time to put a hat on and like fix my hair to like go with my hat, I'm not taking that off.
And then there's like when a teacher will keep you after class either because somebody was acting out or you were acting out, or the worst thing, just either like the teacher didn't finish doing what they were doing.
And they're like, the bell doesn't dismiss you, I do.
And then it's like, what are the bells for then? Is it just a
Well,
dinging
it's
every
like,
now and then?
You make me come to class by when the bell rings, so if I have to be here when the bell rings, I can also leave when the bell rings.
Yeah, you should be able to just go, but no.
Logic.
And then, like, at the beginning of class, I think this is common to all schools. At the beginning of class, everybody's talking to their friends and stuff, and most teachers will, like, say, like, okay, settle down, class has started now. But some teachers will just not talk, just not do anything.
Or be like quietly like, okay, I'll wait.
Yeah, like, really quietly, so only, like, the people within a 5-foot radius can hear them. And, like, kids aren't gonna stop talking. We're having fun talking.
If I'm having a conversation with my friend, I'm gonna keep having the conversation until someone yells at me.
Yeah, and it's not talking, being passive aggressive just does not work. And then if a teacher is like lecturing or something and they talk really quietly, so it's really hard to understand them.
Or if you're just like asking them a question and they talk too quietly, it's like, this is a little creepy and I just want you to answer my question.
Yeah.
And me personally, when someone talks quietly, I talk louder. So I'll like be yelling and the teacher's like, I'm talking really quietly so you can't hear me. And I'll be like, oh my God.
I don't think that's gonna get picked up there.
That's the point.
Okay. Then, if a teacher is writing on the board and there's sloppy writing that you can't read, it's bad because you need to be able to read that, usually, to understand what's going on.
If you're writing it on the board, chances are I probably need to know about it.
Yeah, and improve your handwriting if you're gonna do that. And then lastly, that we could think of, there is if a teacher will like insult a student for either a wrong answer or something else.
Or like, not even like straight on insult, just like be passive aggressive and like, or like call you out in the middle of class. Like, you don't need to embarrass us. Chances are if we like did something that's not okay, we probably know it's not okay and don't feel that great about it. And so you don't need to like call us out and have an argument with us in the middle of class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So that's the annoying things that teachers could the annoying things that teachers do that we could think of.
Yeah, and then once again, we do like most of our teachers.
Yeah,
and
don't
we
take
respect
this-
what you do, and you have a very hard job, and don't get paid enough for it.
Yep.
But we have some pet peeves.
And we're comedy people or
Yay!
something. So yeah. So that's the end of that video. So see you later. Goodbye.
Bye.
And then this one's really bad for me, and actually for her too. When like a teacher forces you to take notes on things, like I don't need to take notes. I can learn just by watching and
You
listening.
skipped so many.
Oh, I did. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I'll cut that out. Future me, do that. Maybe include it as bloopers or something. That'd be great.
And like you telling me to take it off, I'm just gonna be like, no, I'm sorry. I've worked really hard to get this hat.
Bloopers. I thought masking tape would work better, but apparently it didn't.